perfect summer is over in a flash and you're on your way. Somebody later, it's open for tonight, it's not too late. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam, night or day. I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. Bright lights and colors, love is for the ones who dare to wait. No use in running when all I really want is to make you stay. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam, night or day. I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you We are dreams, we are candles, we are lights, we are believers, we are safe with each other, with each other. But are we at the end? Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam, night or day. I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home.
so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Oh, where I'd rather be than with you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me. Oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me.
Forget about signs and rules. Oh, the pavement and the long, long roads. Yeah, and you're always in such a rush. With your life playing from the stereo. Oh. You get it, but all alone. And you're always staring at your phone. You need another great relief. We all need a turn and leave. Oh baby, this time we'll be gone forever. Never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late. Hurry now, 'cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem. We'll be singing all night long, all night long. Oh, 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 yeah. Too many fishes in the stream. Down the boulevard of broken dreams. so we'll make a little change in pace. A minor shift of time and space. Oh baby, this time will be gone forever, never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late, hurry now cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem, we'll be singing all night long. Oh baby, this time will be gone forever, never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late, hurry now cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem, we'll be singing all night long, all night long.
I have lost my way in the city, and I feel alone when you're with me. I look for places where I can't hide. I guess I've been searching for places, some familiar faces. I think I just need a little light. I've been trying to fake it, I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. Cause I need some time. Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten some time just for me. Yeah, I need some time. I think I just wanna feel like home, but these days I just feel long gone, and I don't know how to make it right. I've been trying to fake it, I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. Cause I need some time. Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten some time just for me. Yeah, I need some time. Sometime 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 I need some time. Cause I need some time. Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten some time just for me. Yeah, I need some time. Sometime I need some time. I need some time. I need some time. I need some time.
he goes. 'Cause there he goes. Yes, there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain. Well, take it in the view. You will find the life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees. Ooh, I've got this feeling deep within my mind. All the crazy circumstances we just leave behind. Ooh,
we were made for all the perfect moments like these. I just want us to get more and forever all of the time. You'll be mine. Ooh. Come follow, I know how the story goes. 'Cause we have been through the highs, yeah, we've been through the lows. Ooh, I just wanna breathe that fire again. So release my burden, let my every dream unchain. It's like we were made for all the perfect moments like these. I just want us to get more and forever all of the time. You'll be It's like we were made for all the perfect moments like these. I just want us to get more and forever all of the time. You'll be mine all of the time.
Look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings down. Look at me like I'm different. Still just take us here for something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see it, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions. Sharing stories that we never had, yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see it, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about the way we are.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Should